San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. Alongside our safari park over in Escondido, our goal between these two places is to create a world where the reptile walk, the reptile house, and the explorer deck as well. Thousands of different species of plants, many of which are very. These Malayan, they weigh around 260 pounds, unfortunately endangered. And that's why the San Diego Zoo is part of the Malayan tiger species survival plan. And we're involved in a lot of different species survival plans here at the San Diego Zoo. Partners for them to start some families with in the future. One way that you can help protect those Malayan tigers is by avoiding products that contain unsustainable palm oil in them. Lots of forests and Malayan tapirs and a lot of other animals that we have here at the San Diego. We might get a chance to see the river hippos. Now those hippos aren't habitat. Oh, and you can see the baby, the monkeys, and some otters as well. All of these animals coexist in the wild. Like I said, there is a baby river. We have some really impressive nests that they're building over there. There's also a yellow sign on the left side of the bus behind all that there, alongside a couple different species of antelopes for quite a long time. They may look a little that we have in certain parts of the United States. On the left side of the bus here is Balboa Park, and I recommend the buses. It is free with day. As we press a little bit further on ahead here, on the left side of the bus, we're active until around 5 p.m. today. But if you come back, they will be usually here in Southern California. But they have a very wide range. And because of that wide range, they go by many different names. Mountain lions, pumas, cougars. If you've heard of any of those animals, they're all actually referring to the same thing, which is that one we passed back there. One problem that mountain lions, as well as a lot of migrate, for example, the panda, can scan in order to take self-guided botanical. On the left here, if you look up on those upper platforms, you can see some hints that there's some kind of rodent, maybe like a groundhog or a beaver, but their closest relative is sleeping then too. And they're probably going to today, if you hear a jaguar, it looks like she's just waking up from a nap. You might get to see her climb up the rocks there. Most people think of jaguars sometimes make their way all the way up north into the United States. They come to Arizona and New Mexico. There's some interesting trivia about them. I was really lucky to see her moving around. She does sleep for most of the day, just like the other cats here. Something that's supposed to represent California. We've never had African lions here, but at one point the American lion found in California as well. These bears and tapirs on the right are picking up some food. We've never had elephants here in California or in North America, including certain parts of California. The decision that she has to make as the leader is who gets to stay in the herd and missed from their herd, sent off to live on their own. And that's what's happened to all three of these males here on the right. It's a temporary herd where they'll live together and learn from each other for a while. And then one day when they're ready, they'll go on an odyssey. Despite what you may have seen in a certain movie, dodo birds never lived in North America. Here we're coming up on, here on the right, is more than twice his age at 43. So apart from the others, because she has the longest tusk. She is getting some food from down there. You might have noticed that a lot of their food is placed up high and around on the ground. We want to keep their minds active, so they have to do caterpillars will eat. So every year those monarchs would return to our yard to lay their eggs on that milkweed. That is the case for several different species of butterflies and other pollinators here in California. When you visit the San Diego Zoo, it can be easy to focus on animals like the elephants or like the camels that we're passing right now, and you might accidentally stand it over 9 feet across, so wider than the width of this bus. And like I said, well, or at least at one point he was. Back in 1982, there was only 22 of these California condors left in the entire world. So we're right. Sit tight for 1 second. I need to help someone off the bus here. We're just going to pull up to this stop here. Make sure you guys hold on tight if you are someone who's interested in plants. This is the Africa Rocks Gardens here, which does have several self-guided tours. We're going to slowly go across by real slow. You might be able to see some koalas and buses, so I won't be able to talk on the mic for a couple. Most common questions we get about Mazda the rhino is why his horn is all flat and shaved down like that. Down himself, he'll rub it on branches and rocks and other things in his habitat, and it keeps it nice and flat. On the left side of it, they see a giraffe. We do have mostly female giraffes in there. We only have one male. He'll be slightly larger than the others and have much to like in a couple minutes. Cheetahs walking around. They spend a lot of their time sleeping throughout the day as well. I do see one hanging out in the tree sort of in front of Linda's leaves, which don't provide very much nutrition. As we exit the urban jungle,